Hello guys, this is your boy again, Josephat, and I am here to present to you the forex market insight today so that we can know what is driving the market, what the investors are doing, and what they are thinking, and what is the necessary step, and what are we supposed to be watching today. Therefore, keep in touch. Let us help each other. Boom. So, guys, let us start by looking at DXY because, as I always say, DXY is the key, is the key, is the key currency to forex trading, and it really gives us some good insight on what is the necessary step that we should take on USD pairs or in anything related to the USD, such as gold, which is XAU USD, such as Bitcoin, which is BTC USD, etc. Therefore, let us see. Early this week, DXY gave us a very smart inverted head and shoulder. This was the light head, this was the light shoulder, this was the light shoulder, this was the head, this was the left shoulder. We have the neckline here, and we were watching whether the dollar will be able to break this neckline. And once the dollar broke this neckline, once the dollar broke that neckline, uh, it gave us a good signal that gold is going to drop and USDJPY, GBPUSD is going to drop, USDJPY is going to go up, etc. So if you look at that uh, dollar index into 2 hours time frame, you can see that it is very bullish, it is going up, and I am anticipating that before the end of tomorrow, this DXY will have reached this point. If will have reached this point, if the Strait of Hormuz remain closed, will have reached this point if the Strait of Hormuz remain closed. And therefore, that is how you get a signal when you are going to analyze gold. You'll be able, or you'll be aware that you should be looking for sales on gold and buys on USDJPY. Let us go to the USDJPY and look for buys. This is USDJPY. Actually, I have a learning signal, but before we even go to this learning signal, let us look at it. Earlier this week, the USDJPY gave us a very smart inverted head and shoulder. It gave us a neckline, and once it broke this neckline, it gave us some rejection candles, very strong rejection candles here. This rejection candles was a true indication that the market has got some strong bullish momentum and it is willing to go up. And with that regard, I am on bias on USDJPY. This is pure price action signal because there is no way you can tell me a very smart pattern like this, which is giving you some good signal, combining it with fundamentals and what investors are doing. Because if, for example, we combine this pattern with fundamentals, the Strait of Hormuz remain closed. When the Strait of Hormuz remain closed, that is good for the dollar because the oil prices will go up, the interest rate will be likely to be increased, not to be cut, and that is a good and is positive for the US dollar index. And that is why I am anticipating that by the end of today, USDJPY will have reached 160.378. Also, you can combine this with another tool called the called the fear and greed index, and you see what the investors are doing. You can come here and see what the investors are doing. Fear and greed index is here. This is fear and greed index. As you can see, investors are greedy. Investors are willing to risk. When investors are greedy and they are willing to risk, it means that currencies such as safe havens, JPY, CHF, gold, they are losing. And when those currencies are losing, it means that you should be, when you combine them with something like USD, you should be buying USD JPY, because when JPY is losing, USD is gaining. So you should be going up. When a safe haven such as gold, gold is a safe haven. Investors use gold for hedging it, for hedging against inflation. Therefore, when gold is losing, US dollar is gaining. Therefore, you should be going short for gold. You should be looking for sales on gold. Just that. This one is usually combined with uh, what we call VIX index. VIX index, that is volatility index S&P 500, and when you combine it, you will see that you should you have all the reasons to go short on gold, buy USD, JPY. Also, when you combine it with what is happening, because the forex market is seriously moved by fundamentals. 80% of forex trading is fundamental and 20% is technical analysis. For technical analysis, you just look for entry. Also, when you see that investors are greedy, risky assets such as Bitcoin, GBP, NZD, those risky assets, they are going up. They are going up. Like for example, let us look something like Bitcoin, BTC USD. If we come here and analyze and look at BTC USD, this is BTC USD. Can you guys see how it has been moving up? Because it is a risky asset and investors are willing to risk. Let us look at GBP JPY. Actually, I was to buy GBP JPY today, but because I have some other trades running on USD JPY, that is why I have not yet opened any trade. This is GBP JPY. It is going up. Also, I am anticipating that there is some news at 11:30. That is why I haven't taken any signal on it. But as you can see, it is going up, totally going up, because investors are greedy and they are willing to risk, and they are willing to risk these currency assets. Therefore, GBP is a risky currency. You combine it with a safe haven which is losing, and you get a buy signal. Thank you very much, guys, for paying attention to this matter. This is Josephat Mwangi Jugona. Thank you.